everybody, happy Saturday. So I decided to jump on the TV. So I don't know, both last week, but mostly the TV today. Because I've been talking to a few people about like getting like an additional job just to get more hours and stuff like that. And today I was like sitting on the couch and there was like companies that were trying to like hire me, you know, but you still have to like submit the application. And I've been through it many of times of like they act like they want to hire you and then they never really call you up for the interview, anything like that. But my thing is putting that to the side, you know. I don't know what's so bad about staying at a company long term. Been with UPS since 2024, July of 2024, and that's like something to be proud of, you know, staying long term at a place. I remember when this all started. This was literally like a year after we had like the lockdowns, you know, and it wasn't, I think it even started during the lockdowns because I could feel the vibes difference, you know, like I can't prove it, you know, my doctor wouldn't like give me an MRI. I thought that, but I think we are like born with it, or we got the shot or something when we were little. Or maybe we're just really dead and we're living in a simulation kind of thing, reality. I don't really know. And but with that, it bothers me because people have like unrealistic dreams. Like expectations for the future, not dreams like sleep dreams, you know, like future dreams with like goals, you know, and accomplishments they want to do. And most of that stuff, you need money for it, you know, and people don't magically just get money. And so, but like, you know, a year after, you know, COVID happened, you know, I knew like I knew things were changing, you know, and that's when people got more involved with technology, and I've known a shift from then to now. People are not as involved with the TV. People are getting better at communicating with one another. People still get in their head and yeah, and sometimes I don't understand what they're saying, but having a terrorist attack or being in a civil war or even being in a war in general does really happen. And I don't know, I feel like back when I first started, it scared me intensely because I didn't really know what was going on and nobody could really explain it. I don't think they really knew what was going on and stuff. And like now me sitting on the couch watching TV, I'm just like, this is really Canada. You know, among, you know, other companies and stuff like that, but where my energy anxiety renovated, right? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. You can comment below and correct me. Was from Canada, you know, but I watched this old house a lot, and I watched that too much. But I did feel like a comfort, like a security blanket, because I didn't really know like how to like, but like I lived with a roommate that wanted internet, and I'm just like, we're wasting money. And I had the upstairs TV, and so I had like antenna, like the antenna TV, you know, and but it was connected to the internet, so I had like a lot of channels, not like a few like I do now. And I would just watch this whole house over and over and over because I lived in a house that needed to be remodeled, and so I'm just like I really wanted to focus on that, but everything else was like we gotta focus on other things. But I'm just like, no, this is what we're doing, you know. So I watched like a good year's worth of just this whole house, and it was just reruns. And then the TV would jump on, and it's like, well, we're gonna watch this episode all again. And I'm just like, no. It's the safest thing to watch on TV. and so it's just watching reruns of Rerunning Your Life, and like, so that's the point that I was gonna get to, was you can sit on the couch and watch TV and live in your own little fantasy world, but things are still changing outside. Like, stuff is just changing. Like, we went through so much stuff, and apparently Canada doesn't have a thing on me right now. That's cool. Canada really likes to distract you and isolate you and like make you feel a little bit delusional, just so they can take over everything else, you know. And so when they did it, you know, because like we were on Canadian finances, and I think we're getting off of it. I think the US is winning, going US, because I love the United States. I really, really do. But you can sit and watch TV and live in your own fantasy world of like not understanding what ICE police are, and not understanding that we need to fight, not saving other countries. You know, I know Russia, like I haven't heard any updates on what Russia is planning on doing with Vladimir Putin. I haven't heard anything about that, but I know Vladimir Putin was talking about Russian people using our currency, and that's really exciting, you know. But at the same time, there's downfalls to that also. And so, like, that's what I care about in society. I don't care about little cults that are a distraction to society. Like, I'd rather hang out with real people in real time than, you know, play with people who think that they're AI and they're not, you know, and we need to really hang out and not really understand what's going on in society. And so it's how I feel about companies. You know, you can sit on the couch, but you don't actually work there until you actually show up and you punch in and you put in your time. And then that's the real test of how long can you stay. Because isn't the end goal in life is no matter how much we want to hide in our little fantasy or imagination, we're still gonna get old. And one day we're gonna hit that time. They're like, oh, well, according to the government, you gotta apply for SSI, Social Security, because you're retiring. And if we don't pay attention to it, it's gonna come up a lot faster than you expect. So, age is not just a number. Just saying. So, it's weird because like I'm fighting to keep UPS, but backwards. You know, I like people in the past are like, no company wants you. Now company's like, I want to hire you. I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna hold on and stay here, you know, and see how long I can stay, you know. But it's the same thing. Like, it makes me feel better, you know. But at the same time, it's the exact same thing, you know. It's people, instead of people talking bad about you to try to get you fired, it's just other companies are trying to like pull you off of it. It's the same thing. It's just backwards, you know. But But yeah. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday, and let me know what's going on in your area in this world, and how is other countries handling post-COVID. Yeah. Toodles!